I think we must be on.
It says we're now streaming live.
Hi,
Okay.
we are.
Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha from wisdomseekers.net. And we're here today with,
It says we're now streaming live.
and it was me this time. And so we have Bonita, Linda, and it's been a long time, but Sabie, she's our resident animal communicator, but absolutely really great in any area you want to ask. And okay, we're going to stop at 45 minutes because you see this gray hair? My energy level, it handles 45 minutes, and after that it doesn't. And so 45 minutes. So get your questions in quick. And if we have to, we'll go fast through them. But that's it. That's our cutoff. And Linda is our timekeeper. So I don't even know, is there any questions yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, so I have some energy information, and one of the first things it said was financially and logistically, people are more cost aware, not panic, just practical, expect conservation around value, efficiency, trimming the excess. Well, that seems to be where the world is going right now. Emotionally, a low tolerance for nonsense. People are quicker to say, nope, that doesn't work. And I know that works for me because I've been saying that more often. Health-wise, sleep disruptions and seasonal fatigue will be common. Early waking as light increases, nervous systems adjusting to the seasonal shift. Which reminds me, I heard a meadowlark this morning, Sabie. Now it's snowing, but I heard a meadowlark. Sabie and I live in the same town. Creative energy, start small, no big launches. Politically, I'm not going to go there. Overall feeling like loosening soil before planting, no planting yet. And the whole tone is adjust. And that's the tone. And I have to say, I agree. Not that I want to, but it does seem to be, we are in a season of adjustment, which goes with the ending of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle, because we have to take what we know about the old cycle, revamp it so that it sits comfortably in the new cycle. And that usually takes many, many levels, emotional, logical. Logic, I would include as thinking. And believe it or not, there's two more levels that we need to work on so that our lives work easily. And one is cellular. So you go in and you talk to your cells and say, hey, cells, keep up. This is what we're doing and we're safe. Tell your cells you're safe. And nerve endings, you know how they talk about when something has caused you a big psychic grief, you get a reaction whether every time something similar happens. Your nerves do the same thing. It's separate from your emotions. It's separate from your feelings. So you go in and you do the same thing. You tell your nerves, calm down, you're safe. We're here now. We have an adult in charge. Just do that. And also there's a breathing that you can do with it. And it's the vagus breathing, the vagus nerve breathing. So breathe out slowly, breathing easily. And you can do that up to 6 times, and that will calm you down quickly. Unless it's real fear. And if it's real fear, run. Okay, so
We just have Miss Lily who says, hi, ladies. How are you today? I'm
Doing
cold.
great.
I'm going to turn my heat up.
it says 7, 8 watching. Oh, cool. So as I said before, please As I said before, get your questions in quick. We're working for 45 minutes and then we're off.
Okay, we have
Hello.
Lori. Hello, everything. Sending all my best intentions. Any messages from my guides?
And I'm going to start out with Linda. Do you know who Lori is?
Think so?
She's been on a long time, and
Mhm.
and then and she's a very nice lady, very interesting lady.
I'm getting a vision of spring. I'm getting that the flowers are bloomed, but there's something coming up that is a newness. So if there's something that you've been wanting or hoping for or whatever, they're saying forget about it. It's happening. Just expect it because it's already there. I'm getting within the month, but it's kind of like behind the scenes logistics. If there's anything on the exterior that you need to do, um, to kind of prepare that whole expect it done, they're saying on their side it's done. It's just the time catching up. So I don't know if it's something you've been waiting or hoping for, but they're like, yeah, full steam ahead. It's a go.
That's what I got too was change. There's a
Mm-hmm.
change coming up and a positive change
Yep.
and something she's been looking forward to. And like you said, just go with the flow.
And the way you said it, Linda, it feels like it's already a fait accompli. It just has to come into the physical.
Mm.
Okay, I like that. Good luck, Lori. You deserve it. Maria Herrera.
We have Maria. She says, hello, everyone. And then we have Jennifer. Hello, this is Jennifer. I hope you ladies are doing well. And Maria says, can I have a message from my guides? Thank you.
So, so again, Maria, I get you're doing better than you think you are. If you're worried about health, I think the worry is bigger than the actual physical reaction. And I see you not smiling. And one of the things I always get to tell you is it's time to smile. Always smile. So, Linda, do you have something?
Yes, I got that. She's like walking outdoors and kind of looking around, and there's a spirit guide behind her with their hands on her shoulders going, stop, look right here. So there's something that they have been trying to signal for you to focus on. So I don't know if there's like one thing that you've been a little kind of scattered about or unsure about. They are telling you focus and go within your heart of what's going to bring you the most joy. Of what you think is not possible, focus on it. That's what they're saying to do.
That's what I got too was a joy. That's all that came through my mind was joy. I think maybe she needs to open up a bit and realize that she deserves joy instead of pushing it away all the time.
And also stop worrying about your son. He's going to do what he's going to do as long as he's alive and breathing. At this age of what 1920, you're ahead of the game.
Mhm.
Kids at that age, they're going to do what kids do. Just trust him. And so that means trust him and go have a good life. Okay, Tay, I think this is for Linda.
This is a medical question, Linda. Hello, ladies. My appointment with is that how do you say that, Elijah?
Osteopath.
Osteopath.
Osteopath went great. My neck pain went away almost completely. And since then, I haven't had any issues with my appetite.
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay, she's also Tay. After Lori says thank you, there's another one. Let's go and do
Yeah.
that too.
Okay. I found out I have a swollen lymph node on the left side of my neck. I noticed a raised line on my back in September of last year, but didn't know it was a swollen lymph node. And then she says, do you see it getting back to normal?
Isn't there exercise massaging you can do that?
Yeah, the thing to bear in mind with that is the lymphatic system is one of three circulatory systems in our body. And we have the entire lymphatic system that piggybacks the blood circulatory system. The emptying point is the kidney. Spiritually, do not hold on to anger. Bear in mind that as we are traversing through 4D into 5D, like anger and happiness and joy and confusion finds us and bombards us, even when we're not normal, empaths. So those of us that are empaths, you want your salt baths, but the little, you can do the massaging if behind your neck. But even at the end of the day, everything must get to the kidneys and exit the body. A rosemary herb tea, hot lemon water. My personal favorite, my local grocery has some imported grape juice, Casa Madeira from Italy. That is the yummiest kidney cleanse. And I don't drink it straight. I do like some spring water and about a third to half grape juice. But you want to turn on the kidneys and all your lymph nodes, either massage or your regular exhalation. So this is the whole thing when people are like, oh, we can sit in a chair and breathe heavy and lose weight. Yeah, you can. If your body's holding on to weight because your lymphatic system needs cleaning, that's how you do that. So Google and search those little lymphatic things. I love the little rose rollers. You have to be really careful with the bagua stone at the thing, but I like the rollers or just your knuckle. And the thing is you got to get back behind that mandible and push it and let it all exhale as you're pulling down.
But you also have to be careful of the vein, right?
Yeah, that's
I
why
can
I'm saying
personally say
you
that
breathe
that
out,
works.
and that's why I'm not a fan of that, like the jade like little scraping thing. I like the roller that, and you can get them for like $6 to $8 and get a natural stone when you can. Mine is rose quartz, and it's super
Okay,
cheap.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
What did you say, Sabie?
I said I can personally attest to the massaging and talking to it, um,
Yep.
like
Yeah.
conversing with it, right?
Yep. And
Um,
loving it.
and for me, it was
Yeah.
basically hand massage, very gentle, not
Mhm.
any pushing, and
And you want
as
to put it
Eliz will
down
tell you,
away from your brain.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I can personally attest to that works.
Thank you, Sabie.
Yeah, you had one similar, didn't you, Sabie?
Yeah. Yeah, I got one back again, but it's different, and the poisons that have to go through my body because of the cancer have to go somewhere,
Yeah.
right? You can't urinate them all out. Some of them are going to stay in your body.
Yes, some of them need help.
Yeah.
But yes, I see it getting better. And if you can consciously make the effort, like what Sabie is talking about it, I see it getting better quicker than you think.
Again, Tay, you're way farther along than you think you are. And that's the thing about spiritual people. They always think they're not as good as they are. And that's a fact. Let's go on.
All right. Lori says, smash the button with a thumbs up.
Thank you, Lori.
And then Maria says, yes, you're right. I was not smiling. I need to do that more. Thank you so much. I needed to hear that. See, you girls have got a lot of things that people need to hear today.
That's awesome.
They do that, everybody, don't they? They do that. All right. Firebird, messages from my spirit guides, please. Thanks.
I'm not sure if Firebird is an old name with a new sound, or she's a new person.
Firebird rules, at Firebird rules.
Yeah. Okay. How are you doing, Sabie?
I'm doing okay. Doing
All right.
okay. I I'm getting really conflicting feelings. Um,
From Firebird?
yeah, whether it's something they're wanting to do and they're holding themselves back or somebody's holding them back. I'm just getting a real conflict going here. Um, and I think it's a fear factor. And I can't really tell if it's romantic, life changing. There's just
It could
a
be all of them.
conflict there. And you need to get over the fear and step into it one way or the other. Um, go with what's going through your body telling you is the right thing for you, and you can't go wrong.
So that goes along with what I was saying earlier about the 4 levels. There's actually probably more, but the 4 levels that we're working with right now. So go for that. Practice talking to yourself and move forward. Because I agree with Sabie. What did you get, Linda?
Yeah, I got very much a lot of sounds of like an occupation, a job, a work, and your spirit guides are wanting you to be aware that you're kind of in a human doing and you're supposed to be a human being. They're wanting you to take some time to kind of quiet your mind, quiet your body, and just be. And you're going to be okay. But they're encouraging you to, if it's 5 minutes a day, to just go within and be.
And that does amazing things for the human psyche. Just And it's really funny. Most people don't really know how nice they are, and how nice it is to be with yourself because they've never done that. So
Right.
that's a really good idea. Okay, let's go.
All right, Lily, may I ask, will his parents decide to meet mine? My parents suffer this situation a lot.
It's going to take time. Your whole situation is on slow, and I don't think it's going to speed up because people don't like to admit when they're wrong. And your in-laws do not want to admit they're wrong. They like to hold on to it because if you admit you're wrong, they makes people think that they are less than, and that's not the truth, but that's the human nature. So patience, and there's I'm not quite sure what the answer is for you because it just will take time. But I know how sensitive your parents are. So if you can spend a day off with your parents and your guy with together, do that. And then spend time with his parents and you together, do that until they get to a place where they're a little more open. What do you get, Linda?
I'm I get that I can tune into the energy that your parents do want to meet his, and it's not the vice versa. And I mean, I'm sorry for that, but I am getting a very strong message of at least like 3, if not 6 months, not to push it, just exactly like what Elijah says. And there might be a possibility that, come Christmas, once they see a whole nother year is gone by the wayside, that his parents are given time to adjust to things, that they might be a little more open. They need to see that you're not temporary. In their head, on some level, they see you as temporary when everybody else on the planet knows that's not true. But yeah, unfortunately, at least for 3 or 6 months, I would not like plan some kind of Easter spring with the whole fam. I would just like let it go and just imagine it. They're really, you really can shift the timeline, but it has to be, people still have their free will whether or not to join you on that timeline. And That is that's the rub with relationships, unfortunately. So, you know, you have a man that loves you. Love him back and enjoy it.
And
It's,
make it singular, not
yeah,
them and the parent,
yeah,
just you and him.
yeah,
And then as it grows, it'll spread out.
yeah.
But it's Ramadan, I think we're
Right, but whichever, I'm seeing winter holidays in December next January
Yeah.
as a probability, not this coming spring summer holidays. And I'm not trying to impose, but I mean, from the time I was a toddler, I tell, you know, the calendar by the Christian holidays because that's
yeah.
just how I
No,
was
I
raised.
just
But
think
that's what I
wondering if
meant.
Ramadan would make a difference because they don't eat and drink from sunrise to sunset, so it might change the energy
Right,
after Ramadan, not during.
right.
What did you get, Sabie?
I, along the same lines, I think it's going to be a while, but I also see the mothers meeting before they meet as couples. It's going to take a while for his mother to come along, but I think, like Linda said, don't push it. Let it happen naturally. Maybe bring up, you know, me and my mom are going for a pedicure. I don't know. Would you like to come along? Not pushing it every single time, but I do see the women coming together first.
Well, women are usually a little bit more logical when it comes to family relationships.
Yeah.
Do I want
And
to be estranged for the rest of my life? No.
I think she's going to see that this couple really loves each other, and that'll be the turning point for her.
Sounds good. Okay, let's go on.
Okay, Maria says, I was under so much stress. And Lori says, I used a spinal decompression roller machine. It helped out also.
You know about that, Linda?
I'm
You know
sorry.
about the decompression rollers for the spine?
I'm not sure where, I mean, I know of some, but I'm not sure, you know, which kind she would be talking about. But it does, it can help because our spinal fluid is not stationary. Our spinal fluid does not go with our breath like the lymphatic or the heartbeat. Our spinal fluid ebbs and flows from cranial to sacral like its
Oh,
own
okay.
tide. That's why the moon gets us such a whammy. And why dolphins make the best chiropractors because they can hear when it's out of sync.
That makes sense.
I
Yeah.
love it.
So
Okay.
if you have if the yeah, the spinal compression machine would really help because it loosens everything up. And my own food hack is any kind of L-glutamine is the amino acid that so if you're not vegan, if you do a chicken bone broth, or if you can do like what we here in the South call pot liquor, which is just boiling up the leafy greens, and that has the amino acids that supports the disc between the vertebra of the spine to help keep it separated.
Okay. And Tay.
All right, Tay Tay, thank you. I will look into the rollers and try out the other things you mentioned. I also have been drinking chamomile tea with lavender because I read that chamomile tea can help with the swelling.
Mm-hmm. Any astringent herb is going to help to pull the toxins out of the bloodstream. Your most dominant herb, don't forget some kind of rosemary or something, because if you send all the toxins to the kidneys and the kidneys are not optimal functioning, then it can potentially make matters worse. So, you know, watch your hydration and how your fluids exit the body.
All right. Firebird said, hope all well. And Jennifer, she's short stuff, right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. My daughter Taylor and I are seeing an osteopath for pain relief. Mine is my lower back and left leg nerve pain. Do you see our pain going away after the next couple visits?
So what, Sabie, I think this one was calling you.
I think it's going to take a little longer than a couple of visits. I do think that the pain will lessen, but it is going to take longer than the next couple of visits. But I do think that eventually, yes, it'll go away as long as you're keeping yourself healthy and centered, for lack of a better word.
Did
But I
the,
don't think it's going to happen in the next couple of visits. I think it'll lessen, but it's going to take a little bit.
did the osteopath say why your one leg is shorter than the other? And Linda, would turmeric, golden milk help?
Turmeric and golden milk can help. As well as ginger, for long-term use. If there's not a dominant need, I prefer ginger is a little bit more gentle than turmeric. But if you can, the golden milk with turmeric works, and you can in the beginning do the both. I do agree with Sabie. It's not going to go away in 2 visits. It's going to be more than that. And fun fact. Financial worries, not feeling supported, will go straight to your lower back every single time. Ask me how I know that one. Every single time I double up on my affirmations, and I always ask to be a certain way and ask that I feel the certain way. If I am out walking and I am all of a sudden like feeling something, I'm like, keep me safe, help me to feel safe. Because if you don't feel how you're asking to be, you may be that way, but your brain will pull you back out of what you're trying to and put you right back into fear. So my hack to get out of that is, ask the universe to show you how financially supported you are. Ask the universe to help you feel financially blessed, help you to feel safe and secure, and put on red socks,
Red socks.
especially in the year of the fire horse, because the root chakra starts at the bottoms of your feet. If you look at the old school little pictures of the people with their hands palmed up, their legs are crossed, and their feet are pointed up, because the soles of the feet start the root chakra, and anything from the soles of your feet all the way to the bottoms of your hip is a root chakra issue. And while it's too cold to go stand out in the grass, put on red socks.
I like that. That's exciting.
I wore red the whole day on the 20th of the new year, of the lunar. I wore a
And it's-
bright red sweatsuit all day. All
I
day.
love it.
I
Yeah.
saw this little video and they were like, don't wash your hair, don't
Don't
throw out
sweep
your
the floor.
trash, don't sweep the floor, wear red, do not wear black, wear red, and keep it on all day. And put coins under the mat of your door.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know what happened? I got a little freelance job on Thursday that
Oh.
came. I was talking to these people a month ago. I haven't heard from them. I completely forgot about it. Then all of a sudden I get this text. I'm like, okay, my red worked.
My daughter says to me, Mom, remember, don't sweep the floor. And I said, I had no intentions of it.
Tell me
And you know
why.
what's really funny? My trash needed to be taken out. I was going to take it out that morning and I needed to wash my hair. And I got in the shower and I'm like, oh, I don't feel like. Then I got out of the shower and I find that little Instagram, don't wash your hair. And I'm like, thank God, I got too lazy. And the trash is staying until the next day. I followed all the rules.
Yeah.
Good job.
It was good. It was a good one.
Yeah. I don't
All
think
right.
I took the trash out that day either.
No, I did not. I let it overflow and I was just pushing it down. I'm like, you're not going out till tomorrow. All right, we are okay. Jennifer said thank you, and Firebird says yes. We have been focused on work and external things a lot. So there you go, girls. And she says thank you. Jennifer says my daughter Sydney's kitten, passed away this week.
Oh, that's sorry.
I'm sorry. She had kitty cancer and just became weak before passing away suddenly. Sydney wants to know if she has a message for her. Thank you.
Sadie. I think
I get
Esma
the
was
feeling that
clear.
you are feeling guilty about this, because the message that I'm getting is, I'm okay, it's all right, and this was my choice. That's what I'm picking up on. So I'm wondering if you're feeling a little guilt. Maybe you feel you didn't catch it soon enough. Cancer in any animal, in any living
Animal.
being, is hard to catch, right? So, but she's fine. She's actually quite happy,
I think she's,
and she's around.
but isn't she prancing around like a kitten?
Yes, yeah.
Like I
She's
see the
not
spots going.
she's not tired. She's not in any pain anymore. She's, yeah, and she's with you guys always. You may, I don't know, you may feel something that she typically did, like maybe around your legs. Or I had a cat who passed who used to sleep in my bed, and it wasn't even my cat, it was my daughter's. But every now and again, I feel his weight in the bed, and that is just them showing you that they're there.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit of tuning in, but yeah, she is around you.
I don't know how many times I felt footprints coming up along the edge of your leg when you're laying down.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing I see her doing was, you know how cats arch their back and bounce on four legs and their tails are crossed? It's it's a play. If for Esma, it was a play thing, but I actually saw her bouncing around with her tail flare. Okay, and I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that she passed.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell
Really
you
sorry.
again what I told you before. You guys are wonderful at looking after animals.
Mm-hmm.
Look for healthy ones.
I actually get the feeling that this is part of who they are and
Yeah,
why
that's
they're
true.
here, to be honest with you,
But
because
but but
they make it so much
they
easier.
they suffer so much each time.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't think you could do that without
yeah.
caring about things, but
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys give such love and such comfort to those animals before they pass that I think they're almost drawn to you. Unfortunately, fortunately, I
I
don't know how
feel
you
like
call
I've said that before.
that.
Oh, when we lived in Mexico, we had, I don't know how many animals come to us to die.
Mhm.
Mhm.
People would come to the door, knock on the door and say, "Here," and hand us some babies and or an old dog or something like that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't happen anymore, but when we were in Mexico, we had so many animals just come for end of life hospice. Yeah. Anyhow, let's continue. Lori says,
Lori says, yes, you're right.
awesome.
And Lily says, thanks a lot.
We're sorry about that, Lily.
Yeah, please hang
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Say on. Hey, does a temporary remote job with Mr. Vasco
Lima.
Lima be the right next thing for me, or something better will present itself? Thank you.
Well, the answer is temporary. So I think, as I always tell people, it's easier to get a job from a job. So, and the fact that it's temporary, I think you're probably fine with that. But while you're there, look for another job. What did you get, Linda?
Yeah, definitely take it on, and like Elisha's saying, let this be a very lovely bridge. Try not to look at it as like the end all be all, or assume that you're missing out, because you can have both the temporary job and something even better than that. And that's why I like the concept of the very lovely bridge. Very often when we are leveling up, the universe gives us stair steps.
Mm. Yeah, it does. What do you get, Sadie?
I'm along the same lines. This temporary plays into this hugely, hugely. And I also think people put a little way too much into a job. If you're in a job and if they're saying it's temporary for you as well. If something better offers, be polite, give your notice, move on,
Yep.
right?
A minute.
I'm not, yeah.
How
It's
many?
temporary.
How many minutes? 10. Okay.
Countdown.
Yeah, no, it literally, when we get off of this, I don't know about other people, but I go put my feet up for half an hour and not move. Okay, let's go on to, I have no idea how to say that. Just use JS.
Yes. Hey, any messages from my guides?
Hang on. JS. So your guides are cheeky. And I don't know what you're doing to deserve cheeky, but you respond to it really well. So you hear them, you ignore them. That's why they're cheeky. And that's the message is you can hear us. Don't pretend, just stop pretending you can't and that it's somebody else's better at it than you. You're really good at hearing them. It may not be words, it may be feeling or, oh, I know I should do that or something, but you're really good at hearing them. So unless you want them to get really cheeky and hide your keys, I'd start listening. Well, Sabie's got a big grin. What did you get?
Eventually, and once again, I know this firsthand. Eventually, they're going to slap you in the face with it.
Yeah.
Right. And you can't keep running. It's there for a reason. Your spirit guides are there for a reason. Tune in. And like, I am a feelings person. I don't get the voices or a visual. All of my stuff comes as feeling. And if you don't pay attention to them, sooner or later, they're going to take your feet out from under you somehow, some way.
But they do it in stages, just like
Yes.
Linda said, steps.
Yeah.
So pay attention first. What did you get, Linda?
I get that they were literally saying, we're right here.
Yeah. But I really like the cheeky part. Good luck, JS. And again, I had a really hard time with this last one too.
How
So
about we just call this person Bumble?
that's what I was gonna say. Let's go for Bumble.
We're going to do Bumble. Okay. Hey, what is coming my way? Thanks for being here.
Bumble. Does anybody have something? Because what I got is kind of hilarious, and I don't think I want to start lead with it.
You don't want to lead with it. I mean, I get that something is coming that is they really don't want to share too many details, but just to suffice it to say that you're likely going to have a pleasant tower moment.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mm. So what I got was tripping, but catching yourself before you fall.
Mm.
And I thought, yeah, I don't want to lead with that.
It was some kind of some almost like I get that it's almost like you're in a restaurant and you're minding your own business, but you almost literally bump into somebody, and that chance encounter just pulls your life in a whole new direction that you had no idea.
And it's good.
Yeah,
Do
it is a
not be
positive tower
afraid.
moment. It's
Yeah.
a very positive one.
Yeah, a lot of people are really hesitant. Don't go fast. Just
Yeah.
don't go it. Just do not be afraid.
And
Because
don't let your analytical brain stop you. Just trust your gut and don't question it.
and every one of us has been hurt. You can't go from what you have had to what you may have now. Sabie?
I am in complete agreement.
Up and say hi to
I get the feeling that when it happens, this person is going to know, and the other person may not right away. Ask for a phone number.
And,
That's what's coming to me, is to ask for a phone number.
yeah.
Invite them to your table. Do wherever you happen to meet them. Open yourself up. What's worse they're going to say? No.
And whoever that person is, they're good looking, but not the kind of good looking you're used to.
Yeah.
So, so that's
And pleasant. I get it's a very
5 minutes. Let's
happy thing.
yeah. Okay, let's do Foxy.
Foxy, hello. I went to the emergency department at the hospital and was told that my blood sugar was a little high, but I had just got through eating Burger King right before going inside the hospital. Was the blood glucose test accurate or not?
Nope.
What did you get, Sabie?
I'm not good at health things because I get feelings. I just sugar spike now and again.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right? It's my niece is diabetic and she eats very healthy, and sometimes she eats like crap. And a lot of times it doesn't affect her sugars all that much, or it affects them wisely when she's eating healthy.
Yeah,
I
nine
think
times out
maybe
of 10, when you have a blood sugar type spike, the pancreas is struggling because the liver has been struggling longer. But if you look at the ingredients of even the protein rich foods at some of these fast food restaurants, that was one of the things that my son, as an EMT firefighter, was told. They get more calls at fast food restaurants because literally some of the seed oils can harden a person's arteries in less than half an hour. And so you're not going to get an accurate blood sugar test after it. Anybody that does a real blood sugar test, the doctor says don't eat for 12 hours. Especially if you do eat, don't let it be McDonald's or Burger King or something. So I just want that to say, don't let that high test score scare you, because that would be a normal human response from anybody who had that tested shortly after eating fast food. But yeah, keep an eye on things and maybe follow up with your doctor with an accurate test later on.
Are we
Okay.
ready? All right, my
Yes.
loves. Okay, Jennifer, no, she hasn't told me why. My leg was shorter than the other because of my right leg a few years ago, but a physical therapist fixed it the last time. I'm hoping the osteopath will help it now. All right. Silly pants. Hi, ladies. So I had sent a letter to my father over 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure if he got it, but will I ever hear from him? My father's name is Gino.
Yes, but not soon. Okay. Anybody?
Processing it.
Yeah. Expert. Okay, I think I got that spelled right. Okay. So, what did you get, Sabie?
I kind of got the same thing. He's a stubborn man, and it's going to take him a little while to possibly drop those. I do get the same feeling that at some point he'll reach out, keep sending your letters, your emails, not pressuring, but just, hey, how are you? Right? And eventually,
You do have blood between you, or genes, or whatever they go,
Yeah.
whatever. So I'm just going to interrupt here for a second. Foxy, look up Ben Bickman. He's a expert on diabetes. The fact is, you might be pre-diabetic, but I doubt you don't feel like you're full-blown diabetic yet. But Ben Bickman, he does a lot of research on insulin resistance, and he's amazing. Okay, let's
Right?
That was time.
okay, so
All right, we've got short stuff. Sydney thought it may have been her heart.
oh
Couldn't
no,
ta-
that we'll
Oh, that was
we'll-
Jennifer.
yeah, we'll just leave that. And
Okay,
we've done
we have Sussman 21
and
here.
okay, we have to call it.
Okay.
So I will do Suman. Life's a mess. Everybody's life's a mess. I can guarantee that. I know because I've read for a lot of people and they all tell me the same thing. Do not worry about it. It's an end of cycle. Life is chaotic. It will get better. I can't give you a timeline because we're still in the chaos stage. But I can tell you, work at your debt slowly, it will go away. And Linda does something which is amazingly powerful. When you have a debt, she's really good at giving out what do you say to people? Say to yourself, the debt is with ease and grace or something like that. Because you use manifestation you're a very powerful manifester. So
I'm just see it shrinking, and I relate to plants. And so like this morning, my affirmations when I was journaling it, my net worth is growing like mushrooms and kudzu. My which, if you know what kudzu is, you can literally watch it grow. It's illegal to plant in like 15 states in the US because it grows that fast. And then I also say, you know, my debts are easily and readily paid with zero balance. My debts are shrinking more and more each day, and I let my brain hear me say it. I do write it down, but anytime I have a little inkling of the critter brain freaking out, they're shrinking, they're getting better.
and the thing is, this seems to be a law. Everything gets worse before it gets better.
Hmm.
So with you're on the end of your life, I can't handle another thing. Let me tell you, you can, and it will go away. And you'll look back and go, "Oh, I'm glad that's over." Uh, really, you will. So, sweet Jay, that's the last one. Sweet Jay.
General from now till the end of March. Just
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm getting because I picked up a little bit from Suman into it. I see you on a boat, and I see you rowing, and you're rowing steadily, and it's taking a long time for you to meet the horizon, but you're doing it slowly and with grace, but it's slowly these new horizons coming in. Know that you're going to be fine. It doesn't feel like it for 90% of the world right now, but know you're going to be fine. Anybody else have anything to add? Then we're done.
Go with the flow.
Yeah. Linda?
Letting your brain talk you out of it and expect success.
Yeah. And it's amazing. It's amazing that come on, say yeah, that we actually are our own worst enemies. The way we talk to ourselves will be what we get. And Gohan, I'm sorry, Maria says, can she have a message for Gohan? Gohan is a dog.
It's his
I-
birthday.
Can you ask her to contact me through Facebook? I'm pretty tired right at this point, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, then, yeah.
yeah.
Well,
And my brain is kind of swimming, so
okay, that's fine. All I got was more food, please. You know, those doggy biscuits, and he's got it in his mouth.
I get that a lot from animals, that they would more treats, and it's yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Anyhow, let's call it. And sorry, Maria, but if you want to talk to Sabie, she's our animal communicator.
Yeah. Contact
And-
me on Facebook or through a Wisdom Seekers, one of the two.
Yeah, you can send me a message and I'll pass it on with you. Don't know Sabie personally. All right, let's call it. Thank you, everybody. It's been
Thank
a
you. It
blast.
was
Great to
amazing.
see
and
you,
happy